Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and today is day 7 of Vlogmas. So yesterday I posted an Ask Me Anything and today I shall be answering. Okay, so I'm just going to go through, so this is on my broadcast channel on my Instagram, so I'm just going to go through and I'm going to find some good ones to answer. I'm not going to answer all of them, I'm going to save some. I might do a Q&A maybe every four nights. So I'm going to run through them. I'm just going to answer them as I say them. Okay. Okay, so a frequent one that I see is what's your handicap? I actually don't have a handicap. I wish I did. And the reason I don't have one is because I just kept pushing it back. So there was a point I just didn't think I was good enough to get a handicap. And I was almost too scared to go out and mark a card. And then, I wanted to get one when the season started. And it was that way I wasn't really getting one, and my home club is in Glasgow and I spent most of the summer up in St Andrews, so it kind of it's one of these things that just never ended up happening. And now that it's winter and a lot of the course is on winter greens or the teaser of mats or I don't know, so yeah, I just never got around to doing it, I think. So if you're a beginner golfer, learn from my mistake. As soon as you can, just get a handicap. Just accept whatever it is. It's not even embarrassing if you have, like, mine's gonna be crazy high. Mine will probably be high 30s and I don't really care. But if I could now go out and mark a card and compare it to my current handicap, I could literally like see the improvement. Whereas I go out and I don't really play golf. I just practice, hit balls. I never keep my score. So, and that's because I don't have a handicap. So I don't care about my score, if that makes sense. So if you're a beginner golfer, don't make my mistake. Get a handicap as soon as you can and then just keep like chipping away at it. Because I really wish I had something, because if I had a handicap like 6 months ago and then I put another card in, let's say by the end of summer, I would have loved to have seen the numbers like improve, hopefully. Whereas now when I get a handicap, I don't know when that's going to be. When can you get handicaps? After when the season starts? I don't know. When I get a handicap, it's not, I'm not going to see like the improvement, like, oh my god, I was this handicap over 6 months ago, now I'm this. So I wish I did have that like comparison, but it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I'm hoping, because that's a question I always get asked, what's your handicap, what's your handicap? I don't have one. So yeah. Question number 2. How did you get into golf? So, okay, is this a long story? No, it's not a long story. I'll try and shorten it as much as possible. Through university, I was working part-time in an architect's office, and studying architecture, working in architecture is so male dominated. So like 80% of the office, maybe I'm gonna say 90% of the office was male. So there was a lot of golf course chat to begin with. And then they would always talk about this big tournament that would happen in Glen Eagles, this big fancy Scottish hotel. This would happen in June, and so there was just constant golf course chat. I met this contractor on the golf course. We made this deal on the golf course, and in my head I was like, well, I don't want to be left out. In 5 years' time, I want to be making deals on the golf course. So it kind of like sparked an interest. Faris, my brother, he's an amazing golfer. So I was like, you know what, let's start a little golf journey. Let's start learning how to play golf. And then for some reason I just started, I don't know what made me do it. Maybe it was to keep up with my own accountability. I started filming myself at the golf range. And then just from that, it sparked other people's interest online on social media. And then now I was supposed to go full time into my into architecture. I graduated from a master's a few months ago, but I've just decided to take a gap year and see where this takes me, see where social media takes me, because it's been fun. And I feel like I've been studying for so, like, I didn't take a break. I went to school, then I studied 7 years in university, and I've literally just not taken a break. So I'm like, and I've worked hard. I worked hard through university, so I don't know. I'll just take this year out and see what happens. Yeah, that's kind of my how I got into golf story. So yeah. Okay, next question. Right. Do you take any formal golf lessons with instructors? So I've kind of dawdled around with coach. Well, no, I haven't. When I first started, I got coached in Glasgow, and maybe I had like, my brother bought me 3 lessons for my Christmas, and now I get like sporadic lessons up in St Andrews at the golf academy. But because I'm always dotting between St Andrews, Glasgow, St Andrews, Glasgow, just whenever I'm up in St Andrews, I'll get a lesson. It's not like I get structured like 3 times a month kind of deal. It's just whenever I'm up, I'm like, oh, I'll get a lesson. So yeah. Also, I do have Faris, so when I'm practicing my putting, when I'm practicing my chipping, Faris, because I suppose I'm still a beginner, so I still need to like know the basics. Faris always helps me with the basics and like teaches me that. Um, so yeah, but it is helpful playing with someone who does know and is good at golf, because that helps a lot. Okay, let's see, next question. Have you ever played golf here in the US, and if so, where was it? I have never played golf in the US, and it is genuinely, I don't care where, I don't like, I do care when, I want to ASAP. I really want to go to America to play, because like today it was freezing cold, it was wet. But when I see videos online about like girls golfing in California and it's like 20 degrees, I'm like, I'm so jealous. So yeah, but I might have a trip planned coming up. I'll let you know though, maybe. Okay. Have you ever been to Texas? No, I've never. That would be amazing though, I would love to go there. Have you ever been to Disneyland? Who asked me that? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Disney girl. I love Disney. Before COVID happened, me and my family would go literally every single year to Orlando, Disney World. Like literally every single year, every single summer. But we've just not been back since. I don't know. But hopefully we'll be back at some point. But that's a dream course of mine to play, is Magnolia at Disney World, because it'll be so nostalgic, because we went to Disney growing up and at that point I couldn't play golf. Whereas now to go back to Disney and play the Disney course, dreams. That's on my bucket list. I don't care if like I know it's a good course, but it's like, I know it's not like a bucket list course, but for me, like nostalgic wise, I need to play that. Are you into any other sports? Okay, so in school I was rowing captain. That's a sport, I kind of missed that. That was good fun. And then after school, I missed doing sports. So when I got into university, I went to an art school, so they didn't really have a sports team, which kind of sucked. So I don't know what made me start. I think I went to someone's birthday party, and from then on I loved it. I started roller skating, and that I did that for years. I actually worked at the I actually worked at the roller rink that I used to go to a lot. So I roller skated for a few years, and then when I started golf, I stopped doing that. I feel like I've jumped from sports, but I think golf is a keeper. I'm not moving on from it. A sport that I have seen like all over Instagram is pickleball, or is it called paddle board? Pickleball? I know, that sport, I really want to play that. How do you cope with the cold weather when can you golf when it's snowing? Cold weather, I can't cope with cold weather, I struggle. Nah, I just layers of clothes. I got winter golf gloves that you put on both hands, but I've just not worn them yet. Oh, what's my least favourite club? I'm gonna say my 6-iron. The longer my irons get, the more I struggle to hit them. I cannot hit my long irons. Then someone asked here like, what keeps you inspired to like getting better? I don't really know. I know it sounds really corny, but I really feel it's you guys that follow me, because each time I post a video, it's like, you guys are so supportive. And I feel like I'm just in general a competitive person, so if I can compete with myself and try and get better. I don't know. And then sometimes like when I go through really rough stages of my golf and it's really bad, there are times I'm just like, oh, I could literally just give up this sport and not pick it up again. But I can't do that. Not that I can't do that, but I enjoy making content. So sometimes I question, if I didn't have Instagram, would I actually continue golfing? Like, you know what it's like when you go through really bad stages of golf and it sucks, you can't hit the ball. Or it's the weather's really just cold and you don't want to go outside. But I think it's the minute you go back onto the golf course and you hit that one good shot, you're like, okay, this is fine. It's actually not a big deal. Like, you come out of the other, you always come out of the bad side. Like now it's good. I'm going through a good phase of my golf. I'm just stressing out about the next bad phase, but fine. Okay, my favourite club to use, my putter, because I know I can hit it. God, what's my favourite club? I don't know, it kind of changes. It used to be, I think currently now, if I see a hole and I'm like, oh yeah, I get to use the club, I'm gonna say it's my 7-iron. I like my 7-iron. I've been hitting that well recently. My 7-iron and maybe my driver. Yeah, I like to hit my driver, I just don't like it when it slices to the right. 7-iron when I can strike it, which I have been doing recently. I feel like my 7-iron, I can like trust my 7-iron. Or my pitching wedge. I do like a pitching wedge. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. 7-iron. We're at 7-iron. Done, I think. How would you get over the fear of hitting the floor? Oh. Okay, so whoever asked this question, I'm so sorry to have to break it to you. That fear is still like, I don't think, does any golfer ever get over that? Because I feel well, I did this thing. I used to hit the floor. I used to literally, I had a lesson once, and it was with a trackman, and he showed me. I was literally hitting 4 inches behind the ball. I was hitting 4 inches of floor, then ball. So then I think I developed, that's why now when I'm on the course sometimes I thin it really bad. So I've been so scared of chunking on the course. My swing has developed that I lift up on the ball and I'm scared to hit it, that I thin it or I top the ball. So that doesn't, I don't think that fear goes away because I still have that. But hitting the floor is a good thing because I think, well, that's who said that. You want to take a divot, but I don't know. I'm trying to answer this like for me telling myself this like 6 months ago. Everyone chunks the ball. I wouldn't be. I totally get it because I used to be so scared of hitting the floor too. I don't know. Don't be scared of hitting the floor. The grass, you're meant to take it. Just in your head, it's like you actually want to hit it. You want to hit the ball, then the ground. Like you want to hit the floor anyway. So don't be scared. Don't be scared. Yeah. Okay, so whoever asked if you have the fear of hitting the floor, don't be scared of hitting the floor. It's just, I don't know. I think it's a confidence thing. Don't stay at the range too much because mats are nice to hit off of because they're so forgiving. Whereas if you chunk it on the grass, it's less forgiving. So I would get on the course more and stay away from the range. So if you maybe if you chunk it on the range, it's not as bad on the course. I hope I'm not giving out the worst advice ever. Get on the course. Stay away from the range because that's my biggest mistake. This isn't a question, but my biggest mistake in golf. Maybe I should make this a separate video. Okay, I'm gonna make a separate video of my worst mistakes in golf that I've made as a beginner because it was bad. Does pineapple belong on pizza? I'm not gonna answer that. Your targets for your golf in 2024. Okay, get a handicap. Play the old course because I've not done that yet. I part-time live in St Andrews and I've not played the old course. Playing the old course. Playing golf in America. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna make a 2024 bucket list or goal. I'm gonna make a 2024 goal list of my golf, and I'm gonna make that in a video, and I'll come back to you. That's a good question because I don't know. Can you speak Gaelic? No, I can't. I really wish I could because that's a really cool language to speak. So Gaelic is the Celtic language of Scotland, and it's spoken mainly up in the Highlands of Scotland. I actually wish I did speak it because it's really cool. I don't actually speak any other language apart from English, which is kind of sad. So uncultured humour. So thank you for asking me questions. I don't think I answered all of them, but I might make like I said, I might make a second video next week and answer more of them. But if you do have any questions, DM me, just leave a comment. But thank you for watching. I hope you all had a good day today, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 8 of Vlogmas.